Operations and the Subcommittee on the Interior will come to order, and without objection, the chair is authorized to declare a recess at any time. I want to thank you for coming, and I thank my other chairmen here and ranking members for their willingness to embark on this topic. For many individuals and families, the SNAP program is a vital lifeline to ensure that there is food on the table. And I think we can all agree that no one in America should go hungry. While most individuals and retailers in the SNAP program are honest participants, unfortunately, some do indeed take advantage of the system. We will hear examples today of various ways individuals, retailers commit fraud and trafficking, such as swapping SNAP benefits for other cash or illegal drugs. There was a raid in the Florida flea market just last month that was the largest SNAP trafficking bust in the program's history. And so far, 22 owners of SNAP retailers at that flea market have been arrested or charged with over $13 million in fraud just for the past year. We will also hear about the connection between SNAP trafficking and the ongoing opioid epidemic in Maine and across this country. American taxpayers deserve to know that their tax dollars are being spent effectively, wisely. And when someone abuses a system, they defraud the American taxpayers, they hurt individuals and families that are truly in need. Despite improvements in prior years, OMB designated the SNAP program as a high-error program due to the estimated $2.6 billion in improper payments for fiscal year 2015. So we're here today to examine how the SNAP program can better serve families, more efficiently utilize taxpayer dollars, and prevent fraud and trafficking of SNAP benefits. Innovative efforts to leverage technology and analyze data, such as Florida's identity verification process and Maine's effort to analyze out-of-state SNAP usage, can provide real helpful insights. And so I look forward to hearing from our witnesses about how we can improve the SNAP program to better ensure that the right benefits get to the families and individuals that need them most. I now recognize my good friend, the ranking member of the Subcommittee on Government Operations, Mr. Conley, for his opening statement.
I thank you, Mr. Chairman, and welcome to our panel. And I want to thank you for holding this hearing. I support the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program, which I think has proven to be an effectively managed program to reduce that does, in fact, reduce fraud and misuse. Individual and isolated examples of problems notwithstanding, there is very little evidence of widespread SNAP fraud. Actually, the evidence suggests that the Department of Agriculture investigates potential fraud pretty aggressively. State anti-fraud efforts are also functioning as effectively as possible, despite difficulties in conducting fraud investigations due to reduced funding and staff levels. Those anti-fraud efforts are important because SNAP benefits are a vital part of the national safety net. SNAP provides people at or below 130% of the poverty line, which is currently an annual income of $26,100 for a family of 3. Good luck in living on that. $127 a month toward an affordable, adequate diet. About 70% of SNAP participants are families with children, and 25% are in households with seniors and people with disabilities. SNAP also protects the overall economy. Because SNAP is an entitlement and provides money to people who need it, they spend it directly on food. CBO found that among policies implemented by Congress to stimulate economic growth and create jobs during the economic recession, SNAP was one of the largest, had one of the largest increases in economic activity and employment per budgetary dollar spent. That is to say, if you want a direct injection into the economy to stimulate, this is a great way to do it. According to the Census Bureau, SNAP kept 5 million Americans out of poverty during the recession, which followed the 2008 financial crisis. That's an extraordinary number. Since then, SNAP spending has fallen, as you would expect as the economy recovers, by 7% since in 2014, and the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities reports that reduced caseloads will continue in 2016 because of the growing and stronger economy. I understand the concerns, my friends on the other side of the aisle, to ensure that SNAP program continues to work efficiently, and I think we have common ground on that. I, too, want to eliminate the small percentage of bad actors who misrepresent facts about themselves and cheat people in need. In FY 2012, over 100 FNS analysts and investigators around the country reviewed more than 15,000 stores and conducted nearly 4,500 undercover investigations. Over the last 10 years, more than 8,300 retail stores were permanently disqualified because of fraud. I find the House Majority's recent proposal in the war on poverty troubling. The answer to completely eliminating fraud in the SNAP program is not by converting it into a block grant program. Actually, block granting SNAP is probably the first step to eliminating SNAP. That could be the fate of a number of safety net programs, such as child welfare services and elderly services. They were put together into the social services block grant. This year, the Republican budget eliminates them. I'd welcome the opportunity to work with my friends on the other side of the aisle to find ways to improve the SNAP program, seeing as it actually serves more constituents often in their districts, rural districts, than actually their Democratic counterparts. The absence of widespread fraud and the tiny potential savings from SNAP belie the purported interest sometimes in oversight. So I look forward to common ground. We want to make sure this program is effective and as clean as possible, but we don't want to harm in the process the people who rely on this program and use it to get back up on their feet and become productive citizens. With that, I yield back.
I thank the gentleman. The chair now recognizes